Hey, prepared wife. So I want us to look at Rebekah. Remember, we looked at Sarah. Now I want us to look at Rebekah. What do we learn from Rebekah's story as single women preparing themselves to get married? So I'm laughing because of when I was reading it, one of the things that I like about her story, and it's because maybe I'm a hopeless romantic, right? But I like the simplicity in Rebekah's story. I really like the simplicity in Rebekah's story. So, I always have this vision that, when I was young, I used to fantasize like meeting this guy and then staring them in the eyes, and just falling in love with them. But that's not really what Rebekah's story shows us. It started, with a normal day. She went out and she went to get water, and this was something she probably did every single day of her life. But that day, how she handled a simple request changed everything. A stranger asked her for a drink, right? And she could have said sure and walked away, but she didn't. She noticed that the man had 10 camels with him. He was tired and his animals were thirsty. And she said, "Let me give him water and let me also give his camels too." And if you think about it, that's quite wild, right? Imagine, it was hot, the work was hard, but she still helped. And that right there shows us the kind of heart that God looks at. She wasn't trying to impress anyone. She just saw a need and she did something about it. Sometimes we think that preparation means doing something big, like fasting on the mountain for 40 days and 40 nights, and there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes what preparation really is, it's about what you do when no one's clapping for you, when no one is looking. If you're preparing to be a wife, woman of God, that's where it starts. Can you see the small things around you? Can you be kind when you're tired? Right? Can you notice when someone's overwhelmed and just step in to help? Right? So those are the muscles that you're going to have to work in order for you to build a strong home. And later in her story, when she was asked, "Will you go?" She didn't need time to sit and think, woman of God. She said, "I will." And I believe that's because she already had built a habit of acting when peace told her to move. So here's the thing. Preparation isn't about having everything figured out. Right? It's not about that. It's about having a willing heart, woman of God. You see a need in your environment, in your community, you see a need. You do something about it. You do something about it. And then you trust that God sees you, even in that small stuff, and that He will reward you. Right? Very, very important. I hope this encourages somebody that is preparing themselves to know what to do as a woman preparing to get married. God bless you.